I'm sure many have heard of the term ADHD when growing up. But what exactly is ADHD? Attentional Deficit Hyperactive Disorder, or ADHD, is a mental disorder marked by severe problems of inattention, hyperactivity, and impulsivity.
This disorder is predominantly marked by atypical amounts of these characteristics. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, 9% of children and 4% of adults are diagnosed with this disruptive behavior disorder.
The first characteristic, inattention, refers to a person wandering off task, having lack of organization, or having a hard time staying focused.
The second characteristic of ADHD is labeled as hyperactivity. Hyperactivity is when a person doesn't seem to stop moving or excessively fidgets or talks.
Impulsivity within a person shows when that person makes quick decisions without choosing to think them through, especially if the decision has a significant impact. Instead, research suggests that ADHD is largely a genetic disorder. Environmental factors like smoking, drinking, and other teratogens can double the chances of diagnosis. While many of you may experience some of these symptoms, don't be alarmed. For people diagnosed with ADHD, these symptoms are far more severe and frequent, impacting the quality of their social relations in both school and work.
To become diagnosed with ADHD, one must meet a number of requirements from the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, or better known as the DSM-5. The individual must have a persistent pattern of inattention and/or hyperactivity and impulsivity that interferes with functioning or development. This can either be met by having 6 or more symptoms of inattention or 6 or more symptoms of hyperactivity and impulsivity. A diagnosis of ADHD would also include that symptoms are present prior to the age of 12, are present in 2 or more settings, that these symptoms reduce the quality of life of that individual, and that symptoms don't occur exclusively with another psychotic disorder.
Treatments for those suffering with ADHD include medications and behavioral therapy. These treatments aim to help reduce symptoms and improve a person's quality of life. The main medication used includes a class known as stimulants. While this may sound contradicting, stimulants help balance a person's neurotransmitters that cause behavioral problems. This balancing act helps people stay focused and organized. Behavioral therapy and school-based programs can also help students control their disruptive behaviors.
Transitioning to the public stigmas of ADHD, lack of discipline by authority figures, an unorganized family life, or too much freedom are often public misconceptions.